I'm not going to get mad about Kamala Harris. Now, I've listened to Kamala Harris talk, and I don't think I've ever heard anything that wasn't stupid.
Okay, like what? Aspen.
Well, she was explaining the problem between Ukraine and Russia, and she was explaining it in a way that it was like whenever you're in 4th grade and you're trying to fill a whole paragraph with something that's easy to say.
Oh, yeah.
And she explained it that way, and I was like, well, that's pretty stupid. And then she was talking about how she went to the border, and then the reporter was like, you didn't go to the border. And she's like, well, yeah, of course I didn't go to the border. It's like, okay, well, what the fuck are we talking about?
What are you guys talking about? Sorry, I just read like the most fucked up shit that Trump said.
Which was what?
Keep in mind, that's only page 1.
No, this is page 1. Okay, but there's this one, you know, Stormy Daniels.
Yeah.
That's a porn shot, no?
Yeah.
She said, well, you know, like the Stormy Daniels.
Yeah, it's the one that he hooked up with. Or
she said
allegedly.
he said I reminded him of his daughter.
Well, I can see why she says that.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, I could see where he's coming from there. Absolutely.
It's the worst thing I've ever had in my entire life.
I mean, until he says something else.
But Kamala Harris is a hoe, so.
Yeah. So, I mean, what are we going to do? We're going to vote for a hoe in the White House? Brother.
How old?
She's 49.
She's what?
49.
That's pretty young for a candidate.
I think 49.
Is that even young for a candidate, or are we just used to old fucking people?
That's relatively young. Obama was, I think, 40,
like
low
45.
40s. Yeah, 45.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Really? I don't know.
But people talked about how young he was, so.
I will say, I really enjoy Kamala, because I have no idea who she is. I have no idea what she represents. Is that her? That's
Stormy
not her.
Daniels. That's Stormy Daniels.
Oh, okay. Anyways.
And that's his daughter.
Yeah.
That's Trump's daughter?
Yeah.
I'll be wrong with Trump.
I mean, they're both blonde. Yeah, right.
No, I mean, she's fine as fuck. That's insane.
Yeah.
Anyways, Kamala Harris, really good energy. She's like a dog.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I know about her.
I don't know any, I'm not really even sure. Like, the vice president usually just has to sit there and look good and just like wait for the president to die. And so I don't even really know what she's
Getting a little bit too real with that one.
Well, I mean, it's happened before. Hey, it could happen again. So,
Who died?
you know, what?
Who's died in office so far? Is it Richard
you've
Nixon or
had
no?
Lincoln.
Okay.
They shot him. He died. Then you had Kennedy, who got replaced by LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Wait, who the fuck is Trump? Never mind.
Trump? He's
Well,
like
who?
the...
Go ahead.
Never mind. Who is Trump's vice president?
J.D. Vance.
I never. What the fuck? Anyway,
Like the
sorry.
shoe. He's the guy who made the shoe.
He made shoes?
I don't-
Vance.
No, I don't think so. No,
No, he
it's this
didn't.
guy.
Who
Yeah.
is this
I
guy?
have no idea
Yeah.
who that guy
I've
is.
never seen this guy. Wait,
I haven't either.
Wait, so this is his current or his previous?
This is his current vice
I
president.
meant who was the vice president?
Mike
when-
Pence.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yep.
I know Mike
He
Pence.
was the guy that, he was the inquisitor, with like the lightning, because he was like the shock therapy. Yeah.
Dude, he's got some hollow eyes.
And he does look like he could be a Sith Lord.
Yeah,
he
dude,
could
his
be,
eyes are sunk.
He could be a dark wizard. So easily he could be a dark
No,
wizard.
like imagine him with like long fucking hair and like a wizard outfit. Like,
Absolutely.
He would look badass.
He would look so
He
fucking
would look
cool.
so cool.
Yeah. He'd come back, just run purely on homophobia, he'd win. Yeah, I mean, like, imagine that long
Finally
hair.
somebody says
Bro,
it.
we're gonna pray the gay away.
Finally.
Have like electrocutions or something like that. Oh, fuck, that'd be
No.
crazy. Yeah, so that's what's happened. And we can't go a week now with 4 sitting presidents. Wait, what? 4 presidents, wow.
James Garfield.
James, I didn't even know that. Holy shit.
I don't know who Garfield was the president.
Yeah, I didn't know about the
I thought he was
first
just a cat.
two. No. That
How
was.
come they don't talk about James Garfield or William McKinley?
I guess they fell off.
They don't talk about Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yo, chat. Let me know who you think the most underground, underrated president is of all time.
They're
Who's
gonna be like Donald Trump.
Yeah, Trump, baby, Trump.
Underground.
So Kamala Harris isn't winning the election because nobody knows her.
I don't think that. Yeah, I think so. Here's the thing: voters are so stupid. They're gonna go to the votes on November 5th or whatever, and they're gonna look at the list and be like, "Ma'am, where's Biden? Where is this one of those rigged Dominion machines? Is this that voter fraud? I can't vote. I'm not gonna vote for Trump. Where's Biden?" That's the reason. They're so fucking stupid. I
Yeah.
can't imagine people being able to vote for her because they're not even gonna know what happened.
So you know what's crazy? Have you voted before?
I vote almost every single time.
What does it look like? I've never been.
I don't know. It's like just a list. It's like, yeah, there's two guys, and then they like to put on the Libertarian and the Green Party, but nobody really. Yeah, let's be honest.
They've got like the little booths with the curtains.
You've been too?
Yeah.
Only when I was a kid, I'd go with my mom when she voted.
Okay. I've never voted. This will be the first year. This is a hit.
Oh, you're voting?
Yes, for the first time. Yes.
There you go. Yeah, I haven't decided what I'm going to vote
maybe
for,
I'll
if I'm going to
vote
vote or
too,
not.
then.
I'll be real. Trump's too cool, man.
Yeah?
That pose was too awesome.
I mean, to be fair, you have to look at anybody who's criticizing Tectone for voting for Trump. You have to understand
Nobody's saying that.
Is that Tectone is an investor. And the truth is that this is going to pay off every single week because there's going to be something stupid, something crazy that's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to be able to talk about it. And it'll keep everything interesting.
Well, here's the thing, man. I mean, here's the reality. I don't think there is a right choice this election. I really don't.
I have no idea. Like,
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing. You got to vote for somebody.
Yeah?
I'll vote for the guy who fucking tanked the bullet. That's awesome.
It was
God chose him,
It was a
Asmon.
glancing blow.
God chose him.
It was divine intervention,
He
brother.
was supposed to die, and God reached down and touched him and said, Trump, you are not done on this earth.
Dude, imagine how crazy the Facebook mom post must be going right now.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Trump.
It's like, I mean,
Oh
to
my
be fair,
God.
He's the chosen one.
to be fair, if this was a political drama and that happened in a show, people would say this is so fucking unrealistic. Like, this
Yep.
is not real. I think Trump has done irreparable damage to every political drama that's ever been made.
Oh, yeah.
Because now nothing can ever beat real life.
Yep.
And so it's like there's no spectacle of watching the show. It's like now, like, you have to have a political drama, and like the escapism is that the politicians are actually doing what they're supposed to, or they're
Yep.
competent, right?
Imagine that.
Yeah, they're all like not having dementia or getting pushed around in wheelchairs, and it's like, yeah, he died last week, but he still needs to sign this bill. So here we go. All right, yeah, there you go, Joe Biden. There you go, finished. No, I think it's great. It's like every single week we've been living through a historical event. It really is crazy because and I think about it, and it's like, this is pretty much how it's always been, but it's weird to think so much of it's happening now. Like, you had the moon landing and like all kinds of other crazy shit happening in like the 60s and 70s.
What do you think? And genuine question.
Yeah.
There's a big one. So think about
I
this.
think we did land on the moon.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
I was there.
Well, we'll
It
just
didn't happen.
Okay.
I'm the alien.
It was aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you both become the president.
Yeah.
First
Oh, God.
time. That means a little bit unlikely because she's a woman and we don't allow that in this country.
Naturally.
Yeah. What is the most beneficial change that you think you could make to this country if you were president for a day?
I would instantly execute anybody who plays a radio advertisement with a siren in it. This would be an immediate execution. You would just need to prove, did this happen? It happened, okay. Well, then we're gonna have to shoot him.
You know why this freaks me out? Is because that means I know you listen to the radio. Who listens to the fucking radio?
I
Oh
always
God,
listen to
I
the
listen
radio.
to the radio
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah,
now.
of course.
The fuck?
I always listen to the radio.
What, 97.5 Hit FM or what?
All kinds of different stations.
You
Yeah.
don't just put on Spotify?
No, I don't put it on Spotify because I like discovering the new music. I do. I like, that's how I find a
Oh,
lot
but
of songs.
Spotify has that now.
I
Well,
wanna,
I mean,
I wanna
so does
circle
my
back.
fucking car.
I want to circle
No
back to
ads
this.
too.
But I just realized I've never asked you, what do you listen to?
I listen to anything except for like country and screamo music.
Give me like your top 3 bands.
Top 3 bands. I mean, I would say Nirvana.
That's insane. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like top 3, like Queen, 9 Inch Nails, fucking
I
Linkin
fucking
Park.
love Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
amazing.
amazing, right? And so, yeah, they're great. And then you have, I'm trying to think, what else besides that? I
You
don't
seem
know.
like a Strokes guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw them in concert.
That's insane. I
Yeah.
love Julian Casablancas.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
vocalist is insane.
I think it was like 2009, 2010.
That's cool as
Yes,
fuck.
yes, I did. I saw them
Did you-
2009 live auditorium shores,
Not one
massive
tour?
free concert. There was like 10,000 people there.
Oh, that's awesome.
It
Wait,
was
what?
fucking
What
awesome.
9 Inch Nails albums are your favorite?
I would say the 2004 one, the Only. That's the
Oh,
one.
with Teeth.
Yes, yes.
Did you ever
yes.
follow the Trent Reznor lore where like he was like he obviously his music stems from him being fucking miserable,
Yeah,
and then
had some stuff.
he got married to like a Playboy bunny and like he made like a couple like kind of happy songs or like
Uh-huh.
something, and people were like, holy shit, he fucking fell off, he married a fucking slut. They were so mad.
Who are your top 2 favorite bands?
it changes a lot.
That's okay.
My top 3 favorite.
Who were your top 3 favorite bands 10 years ago?
10 years ago?
Yeah.
9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
I liked Red. I don't know if you know that
Never
band.
heard of Red.
Red. And
Breathe
then,
life into me. That's
yes.
his song. Yeah.
Yes. And then I really liked, oh God. There's like Evanescence and all of its like copycat bands like We Are the Fallen. There's like so many others like We Want to Be Evanescence.
Not Panic at the
Like
Disco?
Nightwish and shit like that.
I did fucking love Panic at the Disco, but I
Yeah.
kind of like grew out of them. I still listen to them sometimes, but like I
grew
have
out
to
of
be in
Green
the
Day as well.
mood. Green
I listened
Day?
to Green Day on the way over here.
Yeah, Green Day, once they went all political, I was like, I'm good.
Wait, they went political?
Yeah.
Yeah, they went political. It was back in 1999. They
Wait,
started
what
going
happened?
I think it
political.
was 21 Guns. That was their first big political hit.
But I love that song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. What's a good song that Green Day made? I can't
Holiday?
remember. Holiday, that's right, yeah.
American
like
Idiot?
September or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
Wake Me Up and September Ends. Yeah.
for me, my top 3 are probably number 1 of all time is definitely Radiohead.
Okay.
And
I
then
love
number 2 is
Radiohead.
Audio Slave. And then number 3, dude.
You have like the dad, like the fucking, going to the bar and
Oh, absolutely,
the
man.
small town. Yeah.
Number 3 is probably it's probably a tie between Gorillaz
Gorillaz is
and
good.
oh god, Bayside's dope as fuck, but they kind of fell off a little bit. And then also shit, what's another banger? If I can't think of them, Grizzly Bear. Fucking
Yeah.
love Grizzly Bear. So
I don't know
good.
that one.
Oh no, like I used to listen to music like that all the time, like System
Yeah.
of a Down, all of that
Yeah.
shit. I was going so hard on
Limp
that.
Bizkit too.
I didn't really like them that much. They were
Dude,
okay.
I didn't
but,
fuck
like,
with Limp Bizkit either. Then I met Sear.
Yeah?
And oh my god, I love having songs that remind me of people.
Yeah.
And dude, I can't think about Limp Bizkit without thinking about Sear, man. I
Mm-hmm.
fucking love that dude. He's so good.
So Sear got you into Limp Bizkit at the age
Absolutely.
of 30, probably.
At the
Wow.
age of 28, he groomed me.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, yeah,
Okay.
I used to be really into like listening to music, downloading music, shit like that. Like even now, like I try to update my playlist pretty regularly.
Yeah.
But I haven't
Do you
really
still
been.
do the roundabout shit like YouTube to MP3 downloader?
I have
type shit?
Spotify, okay?
You just said earlier you don't. Or for your car at least.
Yeah, I don't have it for my car. Like, of
Why
course I
not?
have it for my PC.
Well,
yeah,
then
absolutely.
you should use Spotify. They have Spotify Radio and then Discover Weekly.
You have to remember that, like, remember the old car, right? That was the Flintstones car. Mm-hmm. And so, like, yeah, big fucking surprise. Yeah, that doesn't have like radio connectivity.
I want to give the chat a recommendation for an artist. If you guys know the song "Plastic Love," that chick who sung that song has a husband called Tatsuro Yamashita.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, and he
you
makes these.
definitely know that song.
Oh, really?
You know
Yeah,
"Plastic
it's
Love."
everyone. You've definitely heard it.
You know, if you're a
Okay.
streamer, you know it. But yeah, her husband has some really good shit called Tatsuro Yamashita. And the songs Jody and Sparkle are fucking crazy, and I highly recommend everything by that dude.
I'll play
Insane.
part of the song. It shouldn't cause a problem for
Yeah.
the video. If it's short.
Yeah, I'm actually curious now.
You know it. You'll know it immediately.
No idea.
What the fuck?
You never heard this?
Never.
Damn,
Not
bro.
even once.
That's sad.
Never. I have never heard any of that shit. Like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I wish I could listen to more new music. Like, I used to download a bunch of shit on LimeWire back in the day.
Yeah,
It was
I did not have sex with that woman.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I didn't even have like.
You ever
Honestly,
had that happen?
no, because I'm not an idiot that downloads the wrong thing.
Oh.
I never downloaded the wrong thing.
Like
Now,
50
I
of
had
those.
friends that would like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play your WoW account and farm gold for you. I go to bed, I wake up, the character's dead, and porn.exe is downloaded onto my computer. Yeah, no, I've had that happen multiple times.
Oh man, that's so fucked.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Porn.exe.
I like a lot of different kinds of music. I feel like the only stuff that I really fucking hate now is like some of the like pop music, like the R&B. Like it's just so fucking bad.
Like,
I don't know why
what,
anybody
like
listens.
SoundCloud type stuff, or just like the current R&B.
Just like the stuff on the radio. Like, and I'm not a radio music hater. I don't like, I'm not like the kind of guy like, oh, I hate the music on the radio is bad. No, I think it's great in a lot of cases, but right now it's not.
I think for me, the only type of music that I really don't like is when people, man or female, talk about how much like gratuitous sex they have.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't care.
You get
Like,
jealous?
oh
I don't
man,
like
my
songs
dick's
like
so
that
big,
either.
my pussy's so wet. Like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear
It's
about
a bit much, yeah.
Yeah, like I like shit where it's like dudes talking about how they started off with nothing.
Right.
And they're like grinding to the top. Like that one new song. What's it called? You might know it. Something Summer, $1 million Baby? No
I'm not
fucking
sure.
shot. I feel like a zoomer
No,
right now.
I think I've heard this. I just can't think of how it goes.
Yeah, I want to make it so badly. $1 million Baby, don't at me.
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
about
sure.
a dude who has nothing. He wants to become a millionaire, and just like everything he's willing to do to get it. I
Should
think
be
it's
a
really
streamer. Should stream on Kick.
Cool. I know, running that.
Just harass people.
Oh, speaking of,
Do they be making a lot of money on Kick?
I mean, I'm sure they're making dozens of dollars.
Because like they have that really good sub split, right? But are there that many people like subbing and gifting on there?
I don't think so. I think that the way you want to make
Yeah,
money
I-
on Kick
Well,
is...
even on Twitch, people don't really make their money from subs anymore. So,
Well, I actually don't. You know? I
well,
don't
yeah,
know.
but I meant
Yeah.
everyone. else as well. Like most of their money isn't coming from subs.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Why don't you want a sub button?
They're gonna make me get one soon.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Can I, if I make you an emote, will you put it on your chat? If I draw you an emote?
God, oh,
He's gonna add no emotes. He's gonna be as like like uncooperative as
Let me give
Just
you an
make,
emote.
make the experience as bad as possible.
I'll give you a cool emote.
Okay. I don't know. It depends on what it is. Like, I don't want to. I don't want to make any commitments here, okay?
Okay.
Because then people are going to be posting that shit everywhere. It's going to be fucking annoying.
Yeah, but it'll be nice. Every now and then you'll see the little guy pop up and you'll be like, oh, look at that.
Oh,
Thank you, maybe
Jesus, not again. Oh, God.
Yeah, it'll be
You
good,
still
man.
don't have 7 TV, do you? No. Dude, but I see your chat's like full of emotes now.
There's
so
actually
it's like
so
you
many
don't
emotes
even
your chat
see
has
them.
had.
No, I'm like, oh, they're just typing that stupid shit again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, remember I rated you and then they were spamming almost shit like. That means it's funny in Japanese.
Oh, really? That's crazy. I had no idea.
Yeah, and you know Aboba?
But
Aboba. Aboba, it's a big frog. It's a big French frog.
Jay, pull up a boba.
Yeah, Jay, pull up Aboba.
okay, so for the longest time, I thought boba tea wasn't even a thing. I thought boba was just people that were stupid trying to say booba.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea. And then I found out boba tea, and so now there's also a boba.
Wait, so
boba.
then when people said like you want to go get boba, like what?
Get some kitties.
Okay, you've got to understand, nobody's ever asked me to go get boba before.
You don't know this guy?
Absolutely not. I've never seen this before
Okay,
in my
so I
life.
have that emote where he's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Which is emotional kanai.
Wait, yeah, no, Jay, find the boba that's moving on
Oh,
like
God.
Google,
Yeah, and then I have him when
Google
he's big,
images.
happy, go
I'm really
emotional.
missing out then.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, you haven't streamed until you've seen a boba in your chat. It'll change your
Yeah.
life, Asmon.
Okay.
It will. I mean, it'll. What's your favorite emote?
My favorite emote.
Yeah, mine is a boba by far. I didn't get it, but when I got it, you got it. It's like fashion.
Honestly, this is kind of sad. I really like the OK champ with low tier god,
That's insane.
and I like the peace one with E-Rob,
Yeah.
where he's like just smiling at the sunset.
I really
I
hope he's
don't
happy.
even know what those are.
I found out that E-Rob was younger than me.
Really?
Yep.
I would have assumed that. Yeah, he's probably, what, 28, 29?
That's fucking
But how
weird.
old do you think E-Rob was?
50, 40,
No, but like actually,
40.
what?
Bro looks awful.
He doesn't look awful. He looks like
Pull up an image
He
of
looks
E-Rob.
fine.
I mean, dude, that guy comes to every social gathering, puts zero effort into any words he's saying. He looks like he hasn't slept in 18,000 years. Oh, please don't be the ogre photo.
I like when, dude, E-Rob's always on his phone and he's not even doing anything. He's just reading his offline
He
chat.
looks
the whole
like
time.
he is 36.
Yeah, 36, close to 40.
Yep.
It's like a 34 is close to
36,
40.
I'd say. Somewhere around there. It's
Yeah.
because of the forehead wrinkles. That's the reason why.
Yeah, I know. And once again, E-Rob, I played beer pong versus E-Rob recently. I actually really like the guy, but I'm just saying, like, the guy looks kind of rough. I'm just
Yeah?
saying, maybe we should lay off the alcohol. I've never seen him sober, ever.
Really?
I walked into a party with him, and he was
Yeah.
already drunk before he got into the
Oh,
party.
good for him.
Does alcohol change people's looks?
Yes, when you drink it long enough. Long-term effects of drinking alcohol.
What does it do?
So it turns you into looking like the humans in Bloodborne.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
and-
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you see a 70-year-old alcoholic that's been looking like it all the time. That's Father Gascoigne. Absolutely.
I don't even know who that is, but
It's the first boss. You beat him.
oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. I don't
Yeah.
remember his name.
It's like when somebody drinks alcohol for an extended period of time. Same thing with cigarettes, because they get this one. They talk like this, and they got the hole in their
I
neck.
already sound like that.
Oh, the
Yeah.
tracheectomy.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
What's up, Punchies, and welcome to Season 2, which is our big run. Had a ton more in the arena.
We were talking about music, but before that, oh fuck, there was something I really wanted to ask you, and I forgot what it
What
was.
We
was
were
it?
talking about politics.
No, a change that you wanted to make to the world. And
Oh.
then you said, kill the people who make radio noises. Okay, I want to know actually, what is a beneficial change you think you can make to America right now? The number one.
Do you
the
want
number one
like a
change.
non-meme answer?
Non-meme.
I think that if you had, it would be like multiple. I think a big issue is that a lot of people distrust the government because of bad interactions with police officers, and because police officers
fair.
are the main way that they have like, how does an individual or like an individual citizen interface with the federal government or the government? Usually through police officers. So if that interaction is bad, then people are going to learn to hate the government. So I would say that it would be really cool if every police officer had a body cam. I think that is a fucking mandatory thing.
I agree.
And then also I would probably, well, I mean, there's that. And then also I would like probably pretty much double the pay of teachers.
That's
So the reason why
That's very close
is
to my
that
answer.
if you pay shitty wages You get what you pay for. And how many of y'all have had teachers? Like, I mean, I went to a, working class public high school, okay? And so our teachers, we had the martyrs, right? The ones that do it for the love of the craft. And then we also had the ones that couldn't get a job anywhere else.
Yep.
And so, yeah, that's where I would say that I would want to.
I think those are great changes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fantastic. What about you, Emmy? How would you save the world?
So it's like half meme, half serious, but like, you know how they keep talking about how they're gonna ban TikTok and then not doing it?
Yeah.
They should just actually do that, but with Twitter. Just fucking get rid of, like,
You really think
what does it do?
I think Twitter's a good platform. Am I stupid for saying that?
I think Twitter's good. I think that so I like Twitter, but I think that no minor should be allowed to access social media.
I agree. I feel like people should be at least 16 before they can be on the internet.
I feel like this year's been a really...
Or 18, but at least 16.
I feel like this year's been a really bad year to be a minor.
It sure has been.
Man, it's not good.
It's been really fucking...
It's not
Just wait
good.
till Minecraft
And
gets
then, like,
popular again.
another serious answer is, like, I mean, this is also, like, an ignorant answer because I don't really fully know how it works, but, like, why can giant companies just, like, fucking tax evade and do, like, fucking horrible shit, like, that they want?
Asmon?
Well, it's because the giant companies are the ones that are giving those people money. And also a lot of the ways that people save money on taxes is very abstract and it's hard to understand. And unless you have a very, very deep understanding in taxes that even I do not have, you would then at that point understand how the nuances fit together. Because a lot of times, like, there is, there's value and then there is realized value. And so there can always be sometimes like a perceptive value that's being attributed to something, but it's not actually there. And so it's hard to it's hard to draw that line
Yeah,
between
that's
like what's
because,
tangible,
like,
what's
maybe
not.
there is, like, a good reason, like, I just don't know
It's
it, but
probably
it
about
just
50-50.
seems like, I don't know.
Yeah.
If I were to make a change to America...
Right.
I
Let's hear the real reason why you asked the question, so you could answer it.
no,
He's been waiting, like, how long are we talking?
genuinely...
He's been waiting 20 minutes for this.
And I'm pretty sure, I mean, I really like getting to know how people, like, work. I love getting to know how people... I really don't think, like Destiny's, for example, is a person who doesn't hear what the other person's saying. They're waiting to talk. I very much immerse myself when my friends are talking, 1,000,000%. But the one that I just thought of that I think the best one, I had a couple options. I really think that America completely relies on its foundation. I think the foundation starts with schooling. I 1,000,000% agree with paying teachers more, 100%, because you get what you pay for. But I also think the way that school systems operate in today's day and age is they overload children with knowledge that they don't need to understand, like the exact date of World War II. And I feel like rather than overloading them with knowledge they don't need to learn, to thusly give them the capacity to learn other things, which is what I think they do. Like, they teach your brain to absorb information that you don't want, so that way when you do want to learn something, it's a lot easier for you to specialize. But I feel like schools need to be updated and brought into the current century with a lot more electronics, a lot more iPads getting used to.
I think that's actually the case.
They already do. Like, a lot of kids, or
Yeah.
I don't know, like, what percent of schools do this, but, like, I'll see that, like, each kid has their own laptop that they loan out and shit like that, or like a Chromebook at least.
I see kids reading fucking books made from the 1920s, and I'm just like, I don't understand how we haven't modernized
textbooks are like a
those.
fucking disgusting scam waste of
Oh,
everything.
we had textbooks in school where, like, we could open it up and people were like, yeah, that's my dad. It's like, yeah, it was my, yeah, and like the looking forward in history is whenever Bill Clinton takes office. Yeah.
Yeah, it is really rough, and I feel like the youth are, obviously very important to make sure that they are ready to lead us into the future, because the youth are always the future, and I feel like they're mistreated and I feel like they're miseducated, and I just feel like we're teaching them in archaic ways that need to be modernized as quickly as possible.
I think that it's a lot deeper than that, and it's actually the fact that critical thinking is no longer required for existence.
Okay.
So when you wanted to fix something with your computer back in the day, you had to figure it out, didn't you? Because your parents didn't fucking know it, and nobody younger knew anything about it either, right? So you had to figure it out. Now technology has been perfected in a degree that people don't actually have to critically think to solve most problems. So it's like, if you look at critically thinking and your brain as a muscle, they're not exercising that muscle. So that's why I think a lot of kids are like perceptually stupid. It's because if you are perceptually stupid, then, if you're not critically thinking, then you don't know how to critically think. So like whenever you have things that make every decision for you, when things that think for you, you don't have to learn math because you can just take a picture of it and it tells you the answer.
Yeah.
You lose the abstraction of the logic. And so you don't really understand why things are the way they are.
Yeah.
Right? That's why like kids can't read clocks and stuff like that, right?
I feel like, and maybe I'm crazy, and I want to know a genuine question.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't understand why science is taught past biology. I don't understand why kids need to learn chemistry.
Well, so chemistry can be useful in some circumstances, like for example, understanding what like hydrogen is or oxygen or things like that, or nitrogen. Now, is the majority of chemistry useful? Not functionally.
Yeah.
And I think that really, if you're not going to use information, you shouldn't teach it to kids because the kids will forget it, because it's like, how many of y'all remember your locker combination from high school?
Not me.
No.
Okay,
But
so
it's
there
the
it
same,
is.
with, same with math.
I
Like
couldn't
algebra.
remember it, so I just always left my locker unlocked.
Yeah, I never had a locker. But, well, like what I'm saying is like, if you don't use information, you'll forget it.
True.
And so if you teach a kid something that they're not going to use, they don't care about, then they're only just going to forget it and you'll have wasted your whole time.
Yeah, I think that school systems are very good till about 9th grade. And then I think 10th, 11th, and 12th is bullshit.
Yeah.
Because when you get into advanced studies like chemistry and like, calculus. I don't think anybody needs to fucking learn calculus. I don't think anybody needs to learn chemistry beyond a very, very fundamental knowledge. But I feel like
it's not that they don't need to learn calculus. It's that statistics would be more relevant and useful. Because like if you only have a certain amount of time you can teach somebody, it's not like you can just teach them everything infinitely. So you have to create a tier system.
Required classes at your schools?
they were required for me, yes.
Really? At my school, they were not required.
Maybe I was in an AP school. I don't know if how much big that changes from.
I was as well, but those were not required, but they would count as credits if you wanted to do them for college.
11th grade was pre-calc, and then 12th grade was calculus. So that was how I did. I think more classes like life skills and communication would work. I think that's what the human race would benefit from the most, is understanding the skills that are required once you're brought into adulthood, because I think a lot of students are feeling like fish out of water the moment they get out of high school and they don't know what the fuck to do. A lot of people just think it's like, oh, okay, I'm a baby and now I'm in school till 12th grade and then I go to college, and then once I get to college, my degree will get me a job. But I don't think that's the actual path that a lot of kids take. So I think teaching people the routes that they could take would be very beneficial, as well as the ability, which I think is very important, to communicate with other people, especially convey the emotions they want to convey, are like super important. I don't think they're taught well to classes. And maybe you could argue that public school in essence teaches you those communication skills, but I feel like without a direct class, a lot of kids could really fall behind in that for those who don't flourish in a social environment, because I sucked ass at communication. Like, for just talking to people was very difficult for me. So I took even college studies just to even understand how to like actually talk and connect, because that's what I love doing. But I think more classes like that would be very beneficial. What were you gonna say?
I don't think that's true, because the problem is that inside of a school, there are certain like negative outcomes that can't occur, and they will occur in real life. And I think that it's best for kids to learn how to do that, whenever they're young adults, or as like friends, and like things that just happen naturally in school. Because like if a teacher can't really teach you how to act, because the teacher's from a different generation, they're not going to understand how to interact with people. Like for me, I never had a problem talking with people or anything like that. It was not really an issue. I don't really like doing it, right?
Yeah.
But I would do it. It wouldn't be a big deal. But I think that if you don't have the opportunity of an actual fail case, then you can't really have a genuine education.
Yeah, I think you learn a lot more in failure than you learn in victory.
You do in some cases. Yeah, you learn what not to do.
It's just very interesting, because it's obviously a very complex issue. But what do you think, Abby?
Like how to improve schools?
Yes.
I mean, like the same thing Asmon said with like paying teachers more. Obviously, like, are we the only country that does that?
No,
Like
but
the only like country
Western
that
country.
has resources and doesn't do it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a better
Pretty
question.
much.
That has
I think
resources
so.
and doesn't do it. is there like a reason? Because literally everyone says that. Is there like a reason why?
I think it's probably cultural. So one thing that's different about America versus other places is that there's like an elevated sense of class consciousness that we have that a lot of other countries don't have, especially in Europe, just because of like, 50, 100 different reasons. But I think that because of that, there are a lot of like manufactured class struggles that are created. And I think one of those is between teachers and other people, because some people don't really understand, like teachers, it's not like they only work for 9 months of the year and they just get summer vacation off. That's not how it works. And so I think what happens is that like once you have it's a job that people look down on. And once people look down on a job, they no longer respect it or care about it being done properly.
That makes sense. And then I feel like I've said this on the podcast before, but I spent a lot of time reading like different articles or like posts from teachers in the States and like talking about their frustrations. And they all like say that, so these are like high school teachers, right? They say like they'll have like 10th or 11th graders that read at like a 4th grade level. Like they can't read like.
Okay. We had those too.
Okay, but these are like teachers who have been teaching for like 20 years and they say like it's like
now.
so bad now, like they don't know what to do. The kids like can't pass like standard tests. And then other people will be like, okay, well, what do you think changed, or why do you think that is? And then it seems like most of what they say is they think that it's how easy cheating is now, which I guess is the same thing. Like they don't need to critically think when they can just like cheat or use AI or whatever.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them also blame like social media, which I don't know how much that actually has to do with it.
I think it has to do with parents not taking a role in the kid's life and not talking to the kid. I think also it is if you have low expectations, people will meet them. And so if you hold people to a low expectation of not learning things and then just passing them on to the next grade, then they'll just keep being stupid.
Another thing which is kind of relevant that I had my own theory as well, because you remember like, I think it was like 20 years ago, because I remember this when I was in elementary school, the most popular thing that kids wanted to be when they grew up was an astronaut, which that's like a full-ass fucking scientist, right? Like you need to know a lot of shit. Like you have to go to school, you have to like try really hard, like compete with all these other people. And now it's YouTuber or influencer, which is like, in fact, it's better to be dumb to do that. So it's like, now it's not cool to be like a scientist, nerdy person at all.
So this is actually true. She's right. However, China, for a very long time, still had astronaut and scientist as what kids wanted to be whenever they grew up. But recently, they've been getting social media. And they're doing the same fucking things that we are. I've seen videos about this. It's fucking hilarious.
No one's really had to cut off the time that they use social media for?
Yeah, and they're like streaming like right next to each other in like a fucking streamer mill and everything. And so I think that really people are just looking for a way out.
Wait, are streamer mills real?
Yes.
What the fuck, in China?
Yeah, but it's usually girls that get.
It's
I'm
always
when you say girls, like women? Or like children?
Girls.
Well,
young
both.
girls. Young girls who are attractive.
That's weird as fuck.
No.
Yeah, they get brought into these like
18,
agencies.
Oh, okay, 18. Okay,
They get brought into these like agencies, and they usually target girls that are like young, struggling single mothers and something like that, like some kind of situation like that.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, hey, like we'll give you all the equipment you need. We'll like, like advertise you, and then they basically become like you know how like some of those like VTubers were in really bad contract situations? It's like imagine that, but like even worse.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah, they don't have the same like culture of like individuality over there. And so like it's easier to push a contract that way that seems to be okay. And I think that also like over here, we didn't really have that as much, but like it's also in an earlier stage. So like imagine, it's actually, you think about it from the perspective of like our culture, like we had those machinima contracts like back in the day, right? 2010.
Yeah, and like, but even like when people talked about it, people were like, that's like so wrong. Like, how do we get rid of this? But like over there, that won't really happen. Like, oh, I never even told you guys this story. Like, I knew this League streamer who he was doing this thing and he was like very shady about it. Like, he didn't want people to know about it, but I heard about it. So what he was doing was he would find he was like a decent sized League streamer, like 3,000 to 4,000 viewers. He would find these people who had like 10 viewers who really wanted to be streamers and be like, hey, I'll host you sometimes, and in exchange, I get 50% of your total revenue.
No
Yes,
way.
and he signed like 30 people like this. And I remember I don't remember, it was some pro player
Yeah.
who was also a streamer. I remember responding to him and being like, dude, this is like fucked up. Like, why aren't people talking about this? And all these people started attacking me, being like, he's literally helping people like making their careers. Like,
Oh my
why are you
God.
mad? And I was like, this is like so
Okay.
like predatory. It's
Yeah.
weird. He stopped doing it.
Good. Did he
'Cause-
die?
I don't know.
No, he's probably running one of those agencies now.
Yeah.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hey guys, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Okay, this is my 5th take in doing this goddamn ad. You like tons of you have. We talking about like wants and it's really say everything I want to say. Check out the Patreon. Appreciate it. And chemistry were useless. I would
Yes.
also like to say that I think teaching kids cursive is useless.
Oh, everybody knows
They don't do that anymore, do they?
What do you think are the top 3 most useless things that they teach in school?
Anything after Algebra 2 for math,
True.
outside of statistics, like, you know, deep math.
Yep.
And I would say also, I think that in general, physics is not very important in a functional way. Like
I
people
think
will
physics
not,
is cool.
It is, there are a lot of things that are cool,
Yeah.
right? But like, do you need to teach somebody this?
Surely not.
I think that you probably could condense what people learn about English into 3 years instead of 4.
Okay.
Realistically, like learning about all these like stupid books that nobody cares about, it's a waste of time. Like reading the Catra and the Rye, that is the most soy book I've ever read in my
I have
life.
never read a book required by study ever.
Yeah,
never
I know.
once.
Well, I haven't either, but I had to read the Spark Notes on it 2
I mean,
times.
yeah, I've heard very few people talk about like books they read in high school and like they're like, oh, like it really helped me a lot. But
Yeah,
like,
it adds
I
no-
have
it's
heard
waste of
people
time.
who like are like 23 and they're still like, oh, the Catcher in the Rye like changed my life. I'm like, bro.
What is The Catcher in the Rye? I've heard about it, never read
It's
it.
just a story of an upper middle class boy who was consumed by narcissism and wants to make everything about himself.
Okay, so he's a streamer?
Yeah, I mean, nowadays he would be a streamer.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
he
Catcher in the
would
Rye,
be.
like, if I
Holden
were a rich
Caulfield.
man, that's Fiddle on the Roof. Never mind.
That's
What?
different.
Never mind. I gotta
Yeah,
be
this one's a
fine.
book. This is a book.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think they made a movie, or if they did, it wasn't very good.
What's your last one?
Well, okay, you have to have one more.
You ever notice that whenever you think really hard, you look up into your brain?
Maybe, yeah.
You never noticed that?
I'm thinking, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so you've got so I need one more, right?
One more, yeah.
Okay.
You got it. Find it. It's coming. Useless shit.
Man, useless stuff that you don't really need to know.
Yep.
Man,
Here we go.
I don't think that you need art after 5th grade.
No, don't say
Well, I'm
that.
saying
I feel
you
like
don't
it's
need
good
it.
to have, yeah, you don't need it, but it's good to have, like, kids have, like, the, like, extracurricular
Yeah, like a
courses,
fun class.
sure.
I agree. I think it's great, but
Yeah.
it shouldn't be mandatory.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, some schools have mandatory
had
art
mandatory art.
classes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of silly.
Yeah, being graded on your art was also
Yeah, I
fucking
think
insane.
mandatory extracurriculars make sense. Like, okay, we want you to, like, do things that, like, expand your, but mandatory art's kind of silly.
I don't know. Some people are just stupid, and so you just get them out of school as soon as you can.
Oh, I had
Yeah,
a
just get 'em
mandatory
working in a
art
factory.
history
Yep.
class. That shit fucking
Say what?
sucked. I had a mandatory art history class at my school.
That's also
Ooh.
insane.
I don't remember anything from
Top
it.
3 most useless things you learn in school.
Most useless?
Yep. You can also do repeats if you think. What's some shit where you're like, why the
I
fuck
feel
did I
like
learn
I
that?
didn't take any classes that were pointless except some of the. I took one class where we learned how to animate in fucking Flash,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like the really shitty. It's like, oh, like the ball goes over here, and it's just like on like a line.
Mm-hmm.
It was so fucking shit.
Okay, so
Speaking
that
of
one's fucking dumb.
Macromedia Flash, I actually competed in a national tournament for doing animation when I was 15. I was able to. I taught myself how to animate with that program when I was 12.
I don't know if it was
Yeah.
Macromedia because I remember like even in my class we were like, why are we using this specific program instead of this one? I think that our teacher was just like this like 60-year-old unhinged man. Like he would randomly just start screaming and like slam his desk. And one time on the projector,
Nice.
he pulled up his emails because he was trying to like find an email from another teacher about how we were all like pieces of shit or something.
Yeah.
And we saw that he had like his Pornhub emails in there. And we were like,
Ooh, on the EDU.
Insane.
Oh,
yeah, at the
geez.
EDU.
Man, who does that? Just make a Hotmail account like a normal person. Make a Gmail. What the fuck, man?
Okay.
One of the schools I went to had a cooking class, and that shit was a fucking banger. I was like, why doesn't every school have a cooking class?
Cooking class would be insane. Essential life skills. I
Yeah.
absolutely agree.
And I also wish that my school had like something about like taxes or personal finance. My school
Cooking,
didn't have that.
cleaning, taxes, communication. I think those would be great courses for every school to teach.
Yeah, my school didn't have like a home ec course or anything like that.
Yeah.
I never took any of those if it's not obvious.
I can tell by your
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, my mom tried her best, but you know.
Do you ever cook anything besides steak and potatoes?
Yeah, I can cook other things, of
Like
course. I can I can make a cake. I can make any like if there's a recipe, I just do it. Like it's easy.
You ever thought about making like spaghetti or something crazy?
Well, why would I
Spaghetti's
do
insane.
that? Why would I?
Boil water, put noodle in.
Here's the thing: is that there are these little things you can get of spaghetti, and they're
Cans?
pretty good. Yeah, they're actually,
SpaghettiOs?
yeah, they're pretty good. I would say they're not like awful, right? There's other things that are awful. I think that they're not.
You look like somebody who survives on SpaghettiOs.
Yep.
Yes, it's good. Yeah, it's fine. Exactly. What's wrong with that?
It's so gross, dude.
Well, I mean, like I'm saying, it's
SpaghettiOs
good.
are good.
Yeah.
They're good. Cake's good, but I'm not gonna eat it every day. Like
I don't eat SpaghettiOs every day.
You look
I
like
eat
you do.
cake every day.
No,
I'll
I
tell you
don't.
that.
Yeah, I bet you do. But you eat cookies from HEB.
Well, I did, but then
There
I
it
ran
is.
out. Now I'm on to the brownies. I've only got one left.
Ooh, the brownies.
Yep.
Okay, so Emma, you're gonna say these last two changes, and we're not moving on until you say the last two fucking changes.
Well,
What
isn't saying they should add something a change?
Yes.
So I said they should add this.
Two. No
yeah.
more.
What? I said two.
Yeah. So give me the third one.
I don't want to just say what everyone else said. Okay.
Okay. Be unique.
I'm gonna be a hipster. I don't want to be like everybody else.
Yeah. Think.
What did I already say? I said add home ec and
Add
like
home ec, which is what I said, and then you
take
also
out
said.
useless classes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking know. Like, it's fucking school.
It's
Like
the most
it's not
important thing
that.
ever.
It's like not that.
It's a big
Bad.
deal. It's a big deal. It's fucking
I
terrible.
know, but I'm saying like not that much needs to be changed. It's just like pay the teachers more. Stop adding in shit that's a waste of time, and that's it.
There you go.
Okay, that's decent enough. Yeah, I would say so.
I thought it was a shit answer, but it's enough, I guess.
No, it was awful, but
Yeah.
it's good enough.
That's what happens when you go last, is everyone's already said everything.
Well,
Okay, then
nobody
I'm
said
asking-
that you like. It's not like I have a copyright on it.
Okay, well then
Yeah.
maybe they should stop like giving us such shitty food.
I had amazing food in high school.
No, but
and-
it's like there are really good school lunches, but
Yes.
isn't it like 70% of the meals are good, and then sometimes they have the shit that's like, oh, they're doing that today.
Yeah.
Oh my
Ooh,
fucking
I'm
god, you
good.
never had that?
We did not, because in my high school, they made the same shit every day, and I would eat the same food every single fucking day in middle school, and then, well, middle school is a little bit different, and in high school, every single day. And then
What?
I was senior year, you could go off campus at that point.
You know
Then we
how I
would just
used to get mad?
McDonald's.
You know how I used to, let me tell you how I used to get mad bitches back when I was in school,
That's what you said. Yeah, I remember you saying that.
right? I was the guy who could open up the chocolate milk cartons.
What?
Wait,
What?
were there other people that couldn't?
Wait, y'all had like, wait, what?
What are you
The ones
talking
where-
about?
The ones where you had to peel it open and then you had to pinch
Yeah,
it to where it would pop
yeah.
forward? Then nobody could fucking do it. So
What?
people would
Would you go
line
to-
up and give me their
You go
chocolate
to
Are
milk.
you
school with
sure-
a bunch of incompetence?
Yeah. Did you go to an AP school or did you go to
I
like
would-
a
okay.
special
Also, I don't think
school?
an AP school is even like I don't think
Okay.
that's a thing. I didn't say it earlier.
Okay, first of all, I
I
went
don't
to an
think an AP school is a thing.
Well, there are magnet schools that's referred
I
to.
went to an AP
Oh,
school.
wait,
Yeah.
but magnet schools aren't AP schools.
Well, they're referred to in that way. I mean, right? It's an advanced placement school,
Yes.
right? AP stands for advanced,
Advanced
placement.
placement.
It's effectively a school for
See,
people
I went
that
to a
have
magnet
dumbass.
school as well, but to be qualified as a public school, they had to like make it like, oh, it's a lottery, right?
Yeah, they had
but
to bring in a
but
few
For
retards.
I need to
some
defend myself because I'm being
reason,
called retarded.
they'd be like, oh, it's completely random. But for some reason, everyone at the fucking school was all the people who had the highest test scores from the middle school.
Right, yeah.
So
like-
as I was saying, I went to AP school from 9th to 12th grade. but it was in like, 4th to 5th grade,
Oh,
in Woodstock, Virginia.
Yeah.
With all the hicks and hillbillies and all the dumb fucks couldn't open their milk. I was the guy who could do it. Surely there's somebody. I
People
refuse
couldn't
to believe.
open their milk.
Dude, no, okay, dude, there's no fucking way that I'm the only guy who experienced this shit.
To be fair, like the only thing we did is that we had a courtyard in our school, and we would
that's
be on the
nice.
upstairs, and all the goth kids and like all the kids that would wear like all black. At least a lot of actually, to be fair, kind of our friends, but like not that much our friends because. We would take the milk cartons and we would say fire in the hole and throw them into the courtyard. That's what we would do. So people didn't use the milk cartons either.
So the cartons for me
it wasn't because they couldn't open them.
And for the love of God, somebody leave me a comment if this relates to you. You would push and you try to pop it out and sometimes it wouldn't work. So then you had to like go through backup and then you had to like peel out the other side and then you had to pop it if it didn't work.
Dude, the worst is the people who opened the whole thing so it was like a square and then they drink out of this fucking disgusting barbaric shit.
That is an animal.
That was the plan
fucking
C.
animal.
You have plan A, doesn't work, plan B. Oh, fuck, plan C. Fucking go to that chocolate milk. So sad, bro. Damn.
No, but the people who did it on purpose, it's disgusting.
Yeah, no, those guys are fucking freaks. Just like the people who took the Capri Sun straws, they put them in the bottom of it, then they would drink all the Capri Sun, and then they would inflate it back up in the
Remember
air.
when people found worms in Capri Suns and that was a
You're
thing?
lying, that's impossible.
I guess you guys
would
would have graduated by then, so maybe you didn't think about
Like,
it.
because we're old.
I didn't say that, but there was a bunch of articles where they found like worms and mold in Capri Sun and they took it out of all the schools.
Sounds like bullshit to me, brother. Yeah, it was fine with us.
Like when people thought they could get worms from eating cookie dough. How the fuck would you get worms from eating cookie dough?
You get
No, salmonella.
Yeah, salmonella. It's different.
Which is real.
Yeah, it is. It is.
How would you get salmonella from eating cookie dough?
Eggs.
Sometimes it's not prepared in a way that's proper, and so and some of the ingredients like. There's
Eggs.
like a spectrum of ingredients that, like, for example, it's very hard to cook beef to where it can make you sick, but it's a lot easier to cook chicken to where it can make you sick.
Uncooked chicken?
Yeah, well, or to cook it badly, right?
Oh,
Like there's a larger spectrum of failure.
here's a crazy question.
Okay.
Do you guys wash your chicken before you cook it or
What?
not?
Why would I
No.
wash I just got it from KFC.
I'm gonna say maybe this is racist.
Yeah.
In almost every single black household I've ever lived in,
Yeah.
they wash their chicken. And they look at me like I'm crazy. Apparently it's a white people thing to not wash your chicken. But if you wash the fucking chicken in the sink, isn't that like getting, what, salmonella? What
Well,
comes
you
out
can
of
clean
chicken?
your sink. I don't think that matters.
Not necessarily.
But like, what needs to be cleaned off the chicken?
Well, they
like the
say
slime?
the germs, you've heard of this, surely.
Well,
But
okay,
you're
to be
cooking
fair.
it. Okay, but it's the same thing where Asians wash their rice and most other people don't wash
I
rice.
wash my rice.
But I feel like because like it comes from like the rice mill, right? And like they could have rats in there or something.
Absolutely.
Well, there
So,
is
like-
Yeah, cheddar.
there is an accepted amount of bugs that rice can have in it, even in America. Like if you get a 50-pound bag of rice, there will probably be at least a couple of bugs in there, if not more.
That's
Well, I don't
awful.
even wash the rice for the bugs. I wash it to get the cloudy
starch.
stuff away.
The cloudy stuff.
Yeah, there's starch on it.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and if you wash it, it's a lot stickier and it tastes a lot better.
That's crazy.
I love it. I have a rice cooker because I'm not a fucking dumbass. I put it in there. I put a tomato in there. Steams the tomato. Steams the rice. It's fucking
Yeah.
fire, bro. Yeah, it's good as shit.
Ugh.
Okay, so we haven't really looked at the notes at all this whole episode, and I look and the
Right.
first thing I see is, would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horse to death? Do you ever look at a creature and think I could break all of their bones in their body with one hit?
Yeah, but I'm trying to think about. I don't know.
I mean, 100's a lot. If it were like 10, it's like, but 100's a lot.
So I say this, and I want you to go first because you said you want to go first so that way nobody steals your answer. So, Emmy, what would you rather fight, a big duck or 100 baby ducks?
I think that
Maybe
you have a
horses.
better chance with the duck-sized horses. Cause how?
Like a big duck?
No. 100 duck-sized horses. Small horses.
Oh, okay.
Because like a horse-sized duck, how are you gonna break its bones? Its bones are too big. But
Okay, so how would you fight it? How would you win?
I would try to like
Right.
whack-a-mole.
Okay, all right. I'll give my answer. Obviously, you fight the small ducks. Okay, and then what you
Small
do is
horses.
small horses, and then what you do is these horses are capable of rational thought, at least some of them. And I think if they were to see me take one of their friends and rip them in half in front of them and start eating their innards, I think a lot of them would run away. When I was in 8th grade, I fought a whole class, 12 third graders at the same time. And they came at me like a bunch of,
Spider monkeys?
Yeah, and I was Godzilla. And I had like 3 of them hanging on my arm, and I was throwing them right, throwing them left. It was awesome. Because I did this thing where...
So you've pretty much already gone through this before.
Oh yeah, because this was the biggest ego of my life. I was in 8th grade. I peaked in 8th grade. I've fallen off ever since then. I was the really big kid. I growth spurted mad early.
Yeah.
I was the really big kid to where whatever dodgeball team I was put on, the coach would have to play on the other side to make it fair. His name was Mr. Klug. He was the religion teacher.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I beat the entire army of 3rd graders in tug of war by myself.
So you were fat?
You're like, bro, like how in anime they have that, there's like this one kid who like looks like a 30-year-old man, and it's like, oh, we have to go against this guy in sports, and he's like got like the smoke coming off him, and it like you're like, you watch like, this makes no fucking sense. Like he's literally describing that.
Yeah. Dude, it was awesome, man. I loved school so much, man. Also, I think learning religion was actually a lot of fun. I'm not gonna say that I'm particularly religious. I would argue that I'm spiritual, but yeah, I think it's fine for people to learn religion. Do you think it's a bad idea to learn religion? As long as they choose.
As long as it's not the wrong ones, brother. Yeah.
Top 5 worst religions.
Top 5 worst.
Okay, never mind.
I feel like there's only really 5
Let me go
out
first
there.
before he steals my answer.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
No,
man.
if I had to fight, I would definitely go with the one horse-sized duck.
Really?
And so here's the reason why. So basically, if you think about the strength of a horse's kick, a horse can kill somebody by kicking them, right?
Yeah.
This could easily happen. So what is the size and like the ratio of a duck to a horse? It's probably like 20-1, something like that. Somewhere around there in terms of like the size.
I would argue
So
80-1.
I would say that a horse probably, even at that size, could probably kick you and hurt you. It would be able to fracture your ankles or something
Just
like
jump.
that. Yeah, no, because then you have to come back down and then you have to jump again. So you have to jump too many times, right? You get tired of jumping. And so a duck also, ducks are not min-maxed very well, right?
Okay, but I feel like you're not thinking that the duck can also fly.
The ducks can't really fly though.
Why
What
not?
the fuck are they gonna
fly.
do? Where's he gonna go? Where's he gonna fly?
Fly in the air. Ready for this? You ever play Super Smash Brothers?
Yeah,
You know Kirby?
yeah.
Float, 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 fall down.
He's gonna go into
Super
rock
Smash
mode.
Brothers when you know Marth. You know what you do? You go like this. Got him. Fucking got him. Yep. I do the upper C stick. It's easy.
Dude,
and so no.
You have too much trust in Asmon to be swinging that thing around you. You're not
That's
even
fine.
flinching.
Dude, but I feel but now I'm thinking a duck's I was trying to imagine what a duck-sized horse, a horse-sized duck would look like in real life, and I started imagining it as a soul's mob, and it just looks fucking disgusting, it's decrepit, its fucking feathers are falling off, but it'd probably be you kill it in 3 hits.
It's the
so.
death right bird.
Oh, true, that,
Yep.
a horse-sized duck.
How the fuck you die to that thing, man?
Because
You get rocked by that shot.
Yeah.
I'm one-shotted every single time I played.
Uh-huh. Well, I did after that too. It was just the build that I had that was bad. Because I tried playing it the wrong way.
Oh, wait, did you kill it with the shield?
Oh yeah, of course. I killed it other builds too. It was easy. Yeah, it's no big deal.
What did you beat Elden Ring with? Is it the same build that you used to beat Rolana? Or did you change?
Yes, I beat Radon with the Milady sword.
I
No,
will
you
say-
didn't, because Milady was added in the DLC.
The other Radon.
Oh,
Yes.
I will say. What do you mean with the
Spoilers.
other Radon?
there's another thing from the DLC.
What?
I-
Radon? I already seen it.
Yeah, I was like, he already knows.
Yeah. dude,
That same thing happened to me. It's impossible not to see.
we almost went an entire episode without talking about Dark Souls. That was insane. I'm glad
Well, we didn't. We talked about Elden Ring.
Wait, when before that?
True.
Oh,
When before now?
no, we didn't. That's what I'm saying. It's
Oh.
like now we didn't even talk about Dark
Oh.
Souls.
Well, I said
Ooh.
Souls games.
Dude, this is a
he
really...
brought up Bloodborne. Sorry, go on.
I would eat. Yeah, you're actually right. Fuck.
One single crime that you could commit and get away with it. This is an insane question. Emmy, what crime would you like to commit?
What crime would I like to commit?
Yep. Think about it right now. You can commit any crime. You can do anything. And I don't want no bitch answer. Do something awful. Where people will clip it and say, why the fuck did she say that? mask off. Let's drop you. I would like to say, I'm going to record. I know Emmy very well, and she's one of the worst people I know on earth.
So is bestiality against the law? Because I'm not sure if this qualifies.
It is against the law.
I'm just kidding.
Was that for you or for me?
No, it was for me.
Oh.
Unless you can, if you like.
No, I was just wondering because people always call me a furry when I'm not a fucking furry.
Well, maybe you
not.
could be if it wasn't a crime.
It's not a crime to be a furry. I'm
But
just
it
not
should
one.
be.
It should be a crime. Give me one crime, Emmy. You say you want to go first, then do it then. You want to know why I always
That's
ask
a
you last?
hard
Because you
one.
take too long to goddamn think.
Okay, but the honest answer is I really just don't think about committing crimes that much. I'm
Oh,
like, you
you're
fucking
such
terrible.
a politician.
But I don't.
Yes, you do.
Okay, think of a crime, and I'll tell you if I would want to commit that crime.
Okay, stealing,
Okay, so theoretical.
killing.
Yeah, sure. Plenty
Who?
of people, yeah.
Yeah, who?
Oh, I don't know. Like, let me just make where's my list? Where's my death note? Yeah, of course. There's plenty of course, there's bad things I
Would you
want to.
kill the guy that put sirens on the radio?
It depends. Like, if he did it and he defended it, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
My number one crime that I think I would want to do, and I think about this a lot, I think I would kill everyone that I would think I would get in my car and I just want to go max speed in my car down a road. I always think about, I don't understand why I have a car that has like 500-600 horsepower and the most I've ever gone is like 90.
Like 3 horses.
Yeah, like that's a lot of horses. And these aren't
I'm
duck-sized
trying to
horses.
think of like illegal things that like you don't really think about besides the obvious ones. Like
I would like
killing,
also to commit
stealing, arson.
Yeah, I would like to just
Well, here's
burn
the
Why?
them.
obvious
Just for
answer
fun?
that you guys haven't given. I'm surprised you didn't
Well, I
get
was
this answer.
thinking like, sorry, go ahead.
Tax evasion.
Well, that's such a boring
I already
answer
do
though,
it.
because
Yeah.
people already do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it's not like illegal to like make a cult.
Is it?
Well, it depends. As far as I know, because I've watched some documentaries about like people who like make cults and they're like trying to like get them, and they're like, well, you have to like kind of like do it roundabout, like, oh, like they did this to this person, they committed this, like you have to like get the small pieces, but it's not actually that they're a cult leader or anything.
Here's, I want to bomb a 7-Eleven.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, here's what I would say. Like, so if there was a
bomb a Waffle House.
yeah, well, welcome. Probably improve it. I think you're right. You could make a cult, and then you could have it like a cult of evolution. And then it could be about moving the human race forward and making like, the right types of decisions to like genetically engineer a world of people that are smarter. And then you could figure out different ways to kill your cultists. And if they died, then you would celebrate it because these people were not fit to reproduce through natural selection.
What about kill a chatter?
Oh, that's not a big deal.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I was trying to make it interesting.
Well, better yet, kill a stream sniper. That way nobody else would ever stream snipe ever again.
Yeah.
That could be big.
Mhm.
That would be big for one day, man.
I don't
Damn.
know. I mean, I feel like in terms of like what crime, I don't. Doing a cult like that would be pretty. I don't know. I have a lot of
It'd be
fucked up
pretty cool,
ideas.
huh?
Like I can
Pretty
keep coming
cool.
up with even worse stuff too.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
man.
already not illegal to make a cult.
Well, yeah, but if you get them to kill themselves, they'll probably get
Then
mad.
that's illegal, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
That's
interesting
like,
part.
Is that the ultimate goal?
Well, I mean, if you had a cult dedicated to like evolution and the advancement of the human race, yes, it would be.
Are there evolution cults? I mean,
I'm sure there are.
I'm
There's
sure
plenty
there
of
are.
crazy people everywhere.
Aren't most cults like about like religion, but the guy's actually like,
Well,
it's
name
actually about me?
What cults do you know about?
Okay, well there's
Cult of Lambs.
That's the game.
Yep.
that's not a real cult.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so there was like Jonestown. There's a bunch of ones in America where
Yeah.
it's always like some guy like who's like a pastor.
Some charismatic
Yeah,
man.
like some charismatic pastor, like getting all these people like, okay, like we're gonna go live in this place and like we love God and the women
Yep.
are gonna do this. And then what other kind of cults are there? I guess there's ones where like they wanna like remove themselves from society and they just like go do whatever and like fuck
Yep.
each other.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Do
got, oh yeah.
Yeah.
that? Awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, and then there's like other versions of it. Oh yeah, I mean, for any degree of degeneracy or insanity, I know about it. Like any type of cult, any weird behavior like that, just ask.
Top 5 cults.
Top 5 cults. I think that You know, number one, you've got the Catholic Church.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Well, I feel like we're good to get out of here, huh?
Yeah, sure. I'm chilling.
Patreon time, I
We are
guess.
going to do the Patreon this week. We've been taking a couple episodes, doing some other stuff. So yeah, we're going to be doing another Patreon episode. So you can check that out in the link in the description below. And yeah, it's good to be back doing a normal episode, hanging out again. And it's good for me to be able to finally talk again. But we have a few comments that we're going to answer here. Read. Dad episodes are S tier content. The dads need a oh fuck.
Huh.
Oh fuck. Yeah. Okay. Good. Thanks, Liam. All right.
That's
Next.
gonna be an insane because that's gonna happen.
Yeah. King
We're gonna have your mom or your grandpa, and then our dads doing a podcast. That will happen by episode 100.
I did ask my dad about coming on the podcast.
What do you say?
He pretended not to hear me, and I kept repeating it. He was like, I heard you. I just didn't want to. And I was like, oh.
Okay.
Who do you think your parents are like more, me or Asmon?
Would they like more?
Yeah, they were to meet us.
Asmon.
That's just the way it is. There's a lot of people that are bad judges of character.
Asmon looked like he's heard every one of these stories 1,000 times by King Long Frog. And then we also have Handle My Deep saying this
That's
is the
not
quietest.
true, by the way. It's more than 1,000.
Yeah, this is the quietest Asmon has been his entire life. Yeah, I don't believe Asmon said anything other than desperately trying to change the subject when his dad was trying to dox himself again, which I believe we edited out over an hour and 20 minutes of footage out of the last podcast, which was insane. And then the last one is by Maceface Gaming 4560. Does Asmon's old pa know that Tectone believes that World War II was in the 1800s?
Oh yeah, we should have brought that up to him.
I believe we did, and then he started talking about being a tanker in Vietnam.
Oh.
Yeah, he's probably started talking about World War II. Yeah. Which, no, that was the Dwight, because you didn't know who Dwight Eisenhower was.
I still don't. Why would I know that?
But, okay, never mind.
Well, do you know who that is? No, you don't. Prove it. Liar.
He's president.
Is Dwight Eisenhower the president?
Yes.
He's not the president. He was a president.
Which one?
He's not president anymore.
Which one?
The number, I'm not sure. He was the president, and he won election in 1952.
Which was...
That was a while ago.
72 years ago. I'm good at math.
Yeah.
Anyways, boys, make sure to check out the Patreon. Hope you all enjoyed the episode. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the bell for all notifications. And thanks so much for watching. We'll see you all next week. Peace. Have you ever met anyone who feels like the right person, but the timing wasn't right? Do you think those connections can work out later, or is that chance gone once it's missed?
What does that
Okay.
even mean? Like for relationships?
Yeah, that's what he obviously means.
Okay. Have I ever met anyone who feels like the right person, but timing wasn't right? I would say I have thought that before. However, every single time that I have thought that, it didn't work out for a very specific reason, whether that's a friendship or a relationship. I think that's bullshit because I do think that if they are the right person, you would make that be the right time once you met them. I
agree. I think that you'd make it work, whether you're like a relationship or friends. And also, I feel like people say that because they're like, oh, it's the wrong time because in the future, they're gonna have like worked through these problems or something. Like, no, they're probably not.
If you think that somebody's gonna change what the fuck they do for you, man, you're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah, give it another year. And then once it doesn't change in a year, give it another year.
Yeah.
10 years.